Welcome back, Bellas, to SHEYBELLA. Today we have an exciting segment, Bellas, in the closet with SHEYBELLA. This is a new segment, and I was inspired because, to tell you the truth, I have a secret. I'm nosy, and when I hang out with my girlfriends and my clients, especially when they're fashionistas, I want to get behind the scenes. I want to know their tricks, their tips, what they have hidden. Do they have some junk drawers? So this is a new series, and today we are going to meet a special fashionista, and we are going to get in her closet. All right, Bellas, so let's go in. Fellas, we're back and we're in the closet with my good girlfriend Jessica. She's my friend, she's my sister, and she happens to be one of the best stylists in the Bay Area. Thank you for letting me invade your closet.
It's my pleasure to have you here. Hi, Bellas.
Woohoo! We're gonna have some fun. So Jess, tell me, what inspired your look for today?
Well, you know what? I knew I wanted to be comfortable. It's a warm day. And so I also wanted to look right for what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got this, so I really liked it. The throwback Dennis Hopper, very cool. Always looking for a good white tank, white tee. And then, I don't know, I've been really into sort of the wide, oversized pants.
Love this, fellas. Like, she's tiny, okay? But she can pull it off. Let's talk about accessories. I'm an accessory girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think they make a look.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I love the expression that you can create with jewelry. And I'm a collector,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to think that anything that's sort of artistic, like jewelry is, like fashion is, like art,
Right.
Fine art, that if it has a story, it really has more meaning, and you wear it with more of a personalized sense of self and pride, really.
Definitely.
You could look at my wrist and you'd say it all just comes together.
Yes.
But in fact, you gotta, like fashion, you gotta sort of go high and go low. So this cuff I got obsessed over. It's from Alexander McQueen. It was a season or so ago. And I saw it, it was on the runway, and it was all over social media, and I was absolutely obsessed with the look. But this piece, this wrap piece, right? I have had this for so many years. I bought it at one of my favorite small boutiques in Truckee, California, up in Tahoe. Local designer from the Tahoe area. And I love this woman, Christy. She owns a bunch of shops called California Jean Bar. And this was like under $100. I bought it, and I'm telling you the truth. And I tell Christy this every time I walk into her shop.
That's fine.
And I say, I wear this piece more than I wear anything else except for my wedding set and my baby rings. So, $95,
right.
$950, it doesn't matter. It's what, it's how you feel when you wear it. And the piece in the middle is a vintage piece that I fell in love with. And it's funny because back, I think it was 2016, right as we were same time this year, right around Mother's Day, right around the conference finals for the NBA, and all the playoff season was in high gear. And Steph Curry and Aisha, who was pregnant with their second baby at the time, they were in doing some shopping for one or both of their moms. And I was like, yeah, but I think back to that piece and that day when I saw it, and how, back in 2016, Steph was already an MVP, but nobody was messing with him. No. And now, today, they're about to go back in the finals for the 4th time against the Cavs. I can't wait, so go Warriors.
Go Warriors! Yeah. Jess, you have so much. You have so many wonderful items. Do you remember your first indulgence?
Everybody remembers their first indulgence, right?
Right. Yes, because you
we will talk about that later. But you're talking about clothing indulgence or fashion indulgence. Yeah.
Fashion, honey. You know, where you ate beans for a week to get it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have a few different pieces, but because we're standing right over here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Tom Ford by Gucci. Back in 2000, I was getting married, and everything was in increments of like 1,000 this, 100 that, and all of a sudden the seal was broken, and I'm shopping at Gucci for the first time in my life. You know, retail, full retail. And I got to tell you, back to the 70s vibe. I mean, he was Lurex and sheen and shimmer, and I got to tell you,
That's fab. That's still fab.
I'm talking like 99, 2000. I don't wear these pieces, but I cannot get rid of them. It gives me so much pleasure. It makes me so happy to see them. And I tend to take good care of my clothes.
Yes, obviously. That's the key, I think, right?
Yeah.
Invest
and take care. But it gives me so much pleasure. And you know what? There's going to come a day I'm going to bust this thing out and I'm going to feel so good.
For sure.
Even before that, I actually have a pair of shoes that I remember the first time I ever spent like that kind of money on a pair of shoes.
I want to see.
And I still wear them all the time. Here, I'll show you.
Girl, I got to see this. Yeah, where you're like, did I do the right thing?
I'm like, really? Are you kidding me?
The shoe closet fellas.
I am a Marnie girl, and I have been a Marnie girl since the late 90s.
Okay.
And I was in the Marnie store in Soho, which was only recently we got one in San Francisco. And these shoes, I just again, you see a theme, a little lame, a little platform, a little 70s meets, 90s meets now.
Neutral color.
Comfortable. This was before platforms were it. Everyone's, rocking the Manolos and the Jimmy Choos back then.
Right.
And I just fell in love with these and worn these. So, it just goes to show you.
Oh, wow, that is
you can
awesome.
keep fresh. You can buy timeless pieces that have interest. And you just need to know, I work with my clients, tell them all the time, this is a value piece.
Right.
It's only going to go up in price.
Right.
And it won't go out of style. And if you love it, again, like whether it gives you pleasure to see it in your closet or you actually still wear it, it's cool.
It's crazy. It's still relevant.
And it's still relevant. That's right.
Right. Do you have an item that you just are like, why the hell did I get this? But I can't throw it away because...
I did. I had a pair of Elias shoes.
Really?
Oh my God, I kept them in my closet for so long. They were like literally that high. And they were green, and they were braided, and they were gorgeous. My girlfriend and I both got them. This was back at Saks, so they were carrying all sorts of really cool brands, and we were like, those. And she and I both separately consigned them because we never wore them. They were too high, they were impractical, they weren't comfortable. So I kind of regret that, but I try to consign what I don't wear, so you can sort of recycle from them.
Oh wow, so you're not one to like raid your closet and clean it out after each season and consign and then buy the new hot trendy items that everyone is wearing.
No, and I'm really glad I don't because there's some pieces that I take out. Here's another one. Like I wouldn't consign this, but right? I mean, I've had this forever, right? And this thing is way back in style.
Right,
so,
of course.
and I have other pieces like that I'll wear, and people will comment, "Oh, did you get it this season?" And I'm like, "No, I got it like in 2005."
Right, you just held on to it.
Yeah, and again, goes back to keeping it, properly dry cleaned, properly stored, and not high maintenance. I'm not high maintenance, but with my clothes, I don't keep things in dust bags and all. But I wear them carefully, and I try to
take care of it.
Take care.
So Jess, who is your style inspiration?
Who is my style inspiration? So that can change literally every day, but I would say the most probably the most consistent look that I gravitate towards is sort of a rock and roll look. And not necessarily literally, although I do think of Keith Richards from the Stones, Patti Smith, like those sort of 70s edgy, just comfortable in their own
free
skin, stacked up with jewelry. Those are looks that I really that really resonate with me, and I love it. I also love sort of that 90s into like the Repop era, the Delights and the Prince and the early Madonnas. I love that too. They're just that sort of marriage of music and pop culture. So I would say a cleaned up version of all that.
Of course.
But at the same time, I'm totally into very clean, classic lines. I love, Celine. I love Thoreau. I love, when the fabric and the craftsmanship really speaks to itself. So, something super luxy and simple can be really edgy and gorgeous and catchy as well.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Celine and Thoreau. Who would you say would be one of your favorite designers?
Again, I don't know if I could pick one because again, it'll change by the season. It'll change by my mood, what I find in my closet from back in the day. My favorite designers, the ones that I wear the most or I buy the most, Rick Owens, Marnie, probably my oldest high fashion investments. Just very urban, very wearable, very surprising. You pick up a Rick Owens piece or a Marnie piece and think it's going to fit you well, but then it does, and the play with color and texture. I am absolutely loving Margiela the last few seasons. Galliano has just crushed it. I love the play on metallics. I love metallics.
The cowboy boot. So hot.
It's like I'm flanked. You're flanked by Margiela.
Yes.
I love it. Weird. The weirder
Gold.
and the more unexpected, the better.
Jess, you mentioned a lot of fabulous high-end designers. Could I find anything in this closet that isn't as high-end?
It's a good question, and yes, for sure. I definitely like to invest in my pieces, my fashion pieces. But much like my jewelry, I also, I got to keep it real for certain things. I love to shop with my teenage daughter. We go together to Brandy Melville, Urban Outfitters. I get literally all my t-shirts from that, except for a few. But you know what? I'm not spending $200 on a t-shirt. I'm spending $35, and it's so fun and so comfortable, and I'm not freaked out if it, doesn't live. Also, like there's shoe designers. Like this was like my best kept secret. The number 6 store in Soho in Nolita actually, and like everybody's like whispering on the street, where'd you get your boots, where'd you get your boots? Like this is one of the early purchases I got from number 6, because you could get boots that were totally cute and wearable for like a fraction of the price that you would a designer designer name.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. I will definitely mix my wardrobe, and I love that.
Yeah.
It's all about comfort and luck and value.
Yeah,
ultimately. Exactly. It's all about value.
The perfect fashion cocktail. Thanks, fellas, for stopping in. I love you. Most importantly, stay fabulous, stay fashionable, keep smiling, and make sure you check out my girl, 59 Morton. Her website, her Instagram, and her Facebook will be all linked below, so you can keep in touch with my girl. If you have any fashion concerns, hit her up.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks, Jess. You're the best. Yes. Jess is the best. Jess is the best. Bye, Bellas.
Bellas.